Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Melisa Rodriguez. If you guys don't know me, I am a fourth year medical student and today I'm filming a video about residency interviews. It's gonna be more like a vlog style. I'm at home in my room right now getting ready for an interview that I'm having at 12 p.m. It is 11:37. The good thing about residency interviews nowadays is that they're mostly online. Most of my interviews have been online, with the exception of one. So it gives me the opportunity to just get ready and go straight into the video camera instead of having to drive or do something else. And technically I only have to get ready, you know, from here up but I always try to do like the full outfit. But yeah, I'm at the end of my interview season, so today I just wanted to give you guys some tips and some things that I have learned throughout this cycle of application, which is quite similar to applying for medical school, although I could say that it has been easier on me in terms of the interview. Because once you get into interviews you have already done the hard part, right? So yeah, today I just want to talk to you guys throughout my week. I have another interview coming up on Thursday. Today is Tuesday, so it's my last official week of interviews since I took a month to schedule the interviews during the month. I'll be going back to the hospital on Monday. So yeah, if you guys want to learn a little bit more on how did I prepare, all the things that encompasses residency interviews, just keep watching. So I'm just finishing my makeup right now. As you can see, very simple. I do not try to do anything extravagant since it's just the camera, the computer camera. It's not the best quality either way. So hair, I wash my hair, so today it's going down. Sometimes I put it up whenever my hair is not in the best condition, but I try to just keep it natural, do my hair down, you know, fix the frizz a little bit if I have frizz. I use some product, but the makeup pretty natural, just mauvey color eyes and just neutral lips. Today I decided to do a color outfit since I always wear like black coat on top. If I wear a black blouse it will be like just too dark, so I want to just give it a pop of color. That's something you could do. You can wear either white, you know, pink, whatever your favorite is, and then wear the black one so that it's uniform for the top one and it looks more professional. I'm gonna show you guys how it looks. So here's how it looks. It's just very formal, simple black jacket, and you can just put it like this or leave it open. Either way they only see from here up, so that is the look, guys. And I'm right now going to just read over all the notes I made. I kind of prepared my little setup here. I'll show you how I prepare my computer so that it's a little bit of a mess right here, but they can only see like this side, like this view. So I'll show you guys how I prepare my computer so that there's good lighting and everything. This is natural lighting, which I don't recommend, and sometimes I can't quite close that window so much, but I do leave the lights on in my room, and I use this lamp right here to just go on my face. So I'll show you. Okay, so here you see my computer, and I have some books on the bottom of it so that it's like eye level, and I maintain like a really good distance from the computer because I don't think it's recommended to like be so like very close to the computer. It's like invading someone's personal space, so I like to be like around this distance, and you know, so that I can just go back a little bit. And you see this light, it's not like natural light, it looks more professional like this, you see. So that is the setup. I am just right now looking at some of the notes I made about the program, and I'm ready to go. I have about 1 hour because I usually like to be early. I like to be ready early just in case. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just share with you what I do to kind of prepare and take some notes on the program. I go to their website, of course, their official website. If I can't find information there, I try to go to YouTube. Sometimes the programs will have like a introductory video, or even a video of the hospital helps me a lot to see kind of like what's the vibe if I don't know the program, if I've never been in the hospital before. And I try to, you know, note down some of the perks or what I think resonates with what I want in residency training in my notes, like let's say small program, the hospital environment, and I kind of write details about those things as well. You know, I write stuff about their academic program, like what do they offer in terms of conferences and training. And then I also write about their clinical program, like how's the schedule, what is their formatting, what fellowships or subspecialties do they have available in the hospital, clinical sites, exposures that I'm going to have in the residency. So I try to note down those things as well. Anything unique about the program, like if they have any initiative that it's unique to the program, I try to also highlight it in my notes. What does the academic curriculum consist of? What type of lectures are they offering? Teaching, which is very important to me. Do they incorporate teaching within the residence, and do they have students to teach, usually involved? And then I go over the benefits. Those things I'm not necessarily going to mention, but I want to know for my sake when I'm doing the rank later. Yeah, so I look at their benefits, like what are the board preparation resources they give the residents, you know, support on scholarly activity, you know, salary, insurance, those kind of things. Wellness is also something I look at. Are they doing events outside of work with the residents? How do the residents interact? Sometimes it helps if they have an Instagram page. Social media is everything nowadays, so I try to look at their social media and see if they're actively doing what is being expressed in the interview, you know. Do they celebrate each other? Is there an environment of inclusion? That's important to me. So yeah, and those are the main things I do to prepare for the specific program. Also, I have another note session where I write my answers for the most commonly asked questions, and I'm going to you know, cover these after the interview, because right now I just want time to relax a little bit. But when I come back from the interview, I'm gonna go over with you what are the most common questions that they have asked me, and maybe include one from today as well. We'll see. So wish me good luck, and I'll see you after the interview. Hello guys, it's me again. Different outfits. Yes, I decided to leave the outro of the video for today, which is a different interview day. I'm in the end of my interview season, as you may know, so I wanted to cover these most commonly asked questions with you, and the ones that I will prepare for. At the beginning I was like a little bit nervous about the whole interview process. I thought I was gonna like blank out with some questions, specifically, you know, the ones that are behavioral ones, the ones that they ask you, oh, tell me about a time when this happened. And yeah, those can be nerve-wracking, but if you have, you know, a case in the back of your head just to bring about, I think it will make everything easier. So yeah, basically don't be scared about it, because this is a time for them to get to know you as a person, and most of the times it has ended in just a conversation. And if you're comfortable presenting yourself, like the tell me about yourself question, which has been the most common one, of course, when they want to like break the ice and get your point of view. Of course, they've read your application. Some of the interviews are blinded, but most of them, they have read your application, but they want to get you know, the intro from you in your own words. So basically, yes, prepare the tell me about yourself. You could prepare it by just noting the points that you want to mention, and chronologically you can start from where are you from, where do you grow up, your undergrad experience, any memorable experiences that you had before medical school, during medical school, and then at the end I will just mention what do I do for fun or hobbies outside of academics, or community service. So that was my approach to this question. It's now in the back of my head, where I have said it so much that now I can just say it without even thinking. But yeah, the more you practice it, the better you will feel about this question. It should be short but succinct and include enough information for them to know your main characteristics, or at least an idea of the applicant that you're gonna be. Another question is why you, right? Why would you contribute to this program? Your strength, basically. This is the same question about your strength, and I will do the same. Write 3 to 4 strengths, but not only the adjectives or things that make you unique, but why and who told you those things. How did you learn that you're good at those things? What specifically you do to show those characteristics. And then for weaknesses, of course, that was a less common question, but I did get that asked. What are your weaknesses? And yeah, say 2 or 3. I almost always said 2 of them because I didn't want to take too much time out of the interview. Remember, it's only 15 to 20 minutes, so you just mentioned the ones that are going to be most memorable in your opinion. Another question is why internal medicine, or why that specific specialty that you're applying for. And this one you need to know for sure. I think this is also one of the most commonly asked for me. The same, I will write down some bullet points and then go deeper on them, like why those specific things, what have you observed. It's a little bit of a reflection of what has been your clinical experience and how did you find these characteristics important in your specific career path. So yeah, I talked about, you know, I have a video on why internal medicine in my channel. If you guys are interested, go watch it. But that's a 15-minute video. For this question, you need to be answering like 1 to 2 minutes. So you want to make it succinct but get your point across. Another question is like, how do you see yourself in 5 years, or what are your future career goals? And you want to, it's okay to, like me, for example, I don't know exactly if I'm going to specialize or exactly which specialty I'm gonna do, but I do have my interest in some of the specialties, so I will mention those and also go deeper on where do you see yourself working, not only location, but do you see yourself in academics, do you see yourself in a community setting, what is important to you, like it's community service important to you, those kind of things. Is teaching important to you? Those specific details, not only, oh, I'm gonna be a hospitalist, but like what type of hospitalist are you gonna be? Are you gonna even be more involved or not? Those things you can you know, go in depth on. Another question will be, tell me about a time that you dealt with a difficult patient or an interesting patient. Have those two. There's so many patients we see, so it's hard when they ask you the question on the spot to bring about one of the cases. So I will have one case that fits that question and write it down so that you have the idea of what you want to say. Both difficult patient and interesting case. Also, a time that you dealt with conflict. It could be like conflict with attending, where you didn't agree with the attending, or conflict with a colleague, or it could be like conflict with a resident, a supervisor, anyone. Have one example you could give. A challenge or an obstacle you have dealt with, how do you overcome it? That's another very common one. They want to see how you're human, right? You're not perfect, so they want to see that you perhaps made a mistake and you acknowledge it and you solve it. What do you do? Where were the action points and the results? They want to know, how did it end? What's the end of the story, right? So when you're trying to answer those behavioral questions, make sure it sounds like a story and it has the results and what's happening now. What did you learn? How are you applying what you have learned from those situations? Okay, so I think those are the main ones that I will say they have asked me. Of course, there has been, you know, those unique questions, but those unique questions, they expect you to take a little bit to answer. So don't be nervous about them. Just answer as best as you can. but at least you have an idea of the other ones that I mentioned that are most likely going to be asked. So yeah guys, thank you so much for listening to this advice. I don't know if you are going to use it or if you find it helpful. Let me know in the comments below. But yeah, I'll see you in the next one.